This podcast is powered by The Plug. The Connect with Graffiti.
What's good, y'all? It's the Connect with Graffiti. A quick connect right now. I got my man on the line with me, super songwriter, super producer, hit maker, man, just all around good dude, a father, of course. Gotta put that out there. My man, Rico Love. What's up, brother?
What's up, bro? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I love to ask this question before I start the conversation. How's your mental?
Good, man. I'm in a really good place. I think that we go through different things in life, ups and downs and hurdles, but I'm in a very strong, confident place right now. I appreciate you asking that.
Word, love to hear that. Man, so of course, I see the plaques behind you, man. The catalog is heavy. Before I hopped on, I had to run back your catalog a little bit, man. You going crazy. Beyonce, Usher, Jamie Foxx, Fat Joe, T.I., Fergie. The list goes on, man. But the main thing I'm going to talk about right now is the Songcraft session, man.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that and what that is.
So first of all, I started the We Love Music Conference in 2015 as an opportunity to teach the things that I've learned and the information that I've acquired over the years of being in the business. And I want to be able to put on these seminars, kind of coaching people through the process and through my process and teaching them how I move and how I operate as a songwriter. Then I started to think about that more interpersonal interaction with creatives. That's when I created Songcraft. I actually created Songcraft right before the pandemic. And we were going to go from city to city, 15 people max, 5 in each room, do these sessions where they can write songs with me, learn my process. So it's not just me teaching them a technique, it's them actually in real time writing songs with me. Obviously the pandemic happened, so we couldn't do the in-person. So probably end of 2023, I started doing it. And I said, let's go out there and see how it is. And it hit, like it rung off crazy in different cities and states. UAE, in Abu Dhabi, we did South Africa, we did Atlanta, Dallas, Chicago. So far, we're doing Boston, and then we'll be in Denver. So and many more cities are being announced soon. So it's opportunity to get in this room with me, write with me, collaborate, almost like a family, like a unit. And we're able to just kind of vibe and powwow around the microphone and make records.
Yeah, that's fire, man. That concept is dope. Let's talk about what it takes to kind of put something like that together. Because, of course, the idea is fire. But, you're dealing with a bunch of different creatives, a bunch of different personalities, a lot of different energies, and just getting them all to come together in one room. Just kind of the background behind actually putting something like that together, especially since you're, going city to city with it.
Yeah, more than anything is about the nucleus. And I try my best to be the strongest nucleus possible and to bring people together and to educate people, also to let them know that there's no bad ideas. It's just about us finding the best idea. So because this idea is good, how do we get it to great? And as far as the personalities in the rooms, I really do well managing the energies and the personalities. And I'm really, it's nonstop. For 8 hours, it's me running in and out of the room. So I don't get to sit down. They get to have a pause. But for me, I get the opportunity. I don't want to say the burden, the opportunity of being able to jump from room to room, share the energy, critique. Hey, how can we make this better? I don't like this verse. I think this should be better. Let me show you this. Let me show you this technique. This is my method and how I do it.
Right.
So it's a lot of fun. And as far as the energies, it's all about the energy I bring. And I try to bring the most positive, most loving, most, open-minded and open-hearted energy that I possibly can.
Absolutely. So let's talk about the learning side of it, man. So we're in a weird space right now. I know you can speak on this a little bit with the industry and just entertainment and music and just the art and the craft of music. A lot of people, we have access to everything now, so you could just get in, put something out. The internet has opened up the floodgates in good and bad ways. You know what I mean? And so in some ways, the art and the craft of songwriting and just producing good music has been lost along the way. So let's just talk about the importance of just educating songwriters on writing good songs.
To be totally honest, when you look at, you look at SZA, you look at Bad Bunny, you look at Kendrick, you look at Drake, you look at Cole, you look at Miley Cyrus, you look at Beyonce, you look at John Baptiste, you look at PJ Morton. That's the Grammy lineup from 2023. So I don't think that the industry is a problem. I think the oversaturation of the openness, to be able to create and then release music instantly that is where we kind of get diluted. But the top of the top is going to consistently be quality music. All of those artists that I'm from Burna Boy all the way to 21 and, to Doechii and to
Hmm.
Doja Cat, all these artists, like it's a plethora it's a wide variety of talented acts. And at the top of the mountain is nothing but quality music. So the quality never changed. What happens is many more people saturating the lane. 600,000 songs are uploaded per day to Spotify, just Spotify
Man,
per day. So what happens is there is more to choose from, which makes the playing field a little bit more difficult because how am I going to be noticed? And if this door is free and it's open, we can walk through this door. It's great if you can walk through that door. The problem is there's 600,000 people that are going to walk through that door today. So how do I
right,
stand out? And then tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after. So the issue isn't the level of quality because all of the quality rises to the top. The issue is how much quality doesn't make it. You know what I mean? How much
mm,
quality is going to be overlooked? And how do I find a way to stand out? How do I keep getting into rooms that'll get me noticed and get me in the next room and the next room and the next room and the next room? And that's the key.
right. Cream always rises to the top.
Yeah.
But you said something, so I want to stay on that with the Spotify and kind of just streaming right now. There's a lot of talk about. There's always a lot of talk, but just songwriting credits and the publishing side of things and splits and
Oh,
percentages.
yeah.
So I'm assuming in these sessions, those conversations come up as well. How do you manage
Oh,
that
man, when it
education?
comes to that, it's really important to kind of make uh you got to be clear on what your earning is early. You got to be clear on what your split is early. You got to be clear on how your business is going to be handled. What I always suggest is if you're doing writing sessions, everything equal down the middle because you might write 10% today, but tomorrow you might write 50%. You might write 50% today, and tomorrow you write 2%. You want to be able to have a form a good bond and a good connection. Also, understanding if the relationship is not going to be long, then you can go by percentages of okay, choruses are this much, verses are this much. Also, finding ways to make sure you compensate producers and writers in a world where the record companies used to do that for you. Now, when you're independent, what's the incentive for me to write a song for independent artists if I don't share the master? Because
Right,
it's difficult because you the only person that can make the money is the master holder. Nobody. Spotify doesn't pay the songwriters. Spotify pays the record companies, and the record companies are supposed to pay the publishers and the songwriters. So the business has shifted so much, and a lot of people blame Spotify, but it's really the songwriter. It's really the record companies that are not divvying up the money the right way.
right. So I'm curious, just kind of from the outside looking in. I'm in the industry a little bit, but just from the layman side, we're watching all the news with like how that relates to the TikTok ban and how artists are saying TikTok is kind of messing up the game right
It's
now.
not the
So they're
artist
saying
saying it;
stuff.
it's the labels.
It's the
The
labels, yeah,
labels
the
are
labels.
the labels are being hypocrites because they're saying that TikTok has made billions and they only paid us 100 million. Yeah, it's the same way record companies are doing artists off the streams.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think that obviously it's lopsided. Universal pulled their entire catalog, which is going to make it very wide open for independent artists who submit and put out their
mm,
record on the Spotify, on the platform, on the TikToks and all that stuff. So yeah, it's not fair to somebody's gonna get the shit in the stick, but the problem is music is not at the forefront. People feel like there's so much music that if you guys pull your whole catalog, we'll be fine.
right.
We've got the people hooked, so they'll be here and they'll find which songs they can use and they'll use those songs.
That's crazy, man. So TikTok's essentially doing the labels how the labels do the
Oh yeah,
artists.
exactly.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Exactly.
That's crazy. So with Songcraft, man, I'm kind of curious, just the vetting process. So I know everybody and their mama think they can make a song. Like, what is the actual process
So
of getting it?
normally what we do is we make it available for the creatives and people register and they pay. They pay for the
Mhm.
registration fee. With Denver, it was crazy because Mile High Jeweler, Police and Thieves sponsored, and they were like, "Yo, we want to be involved. We want to sponsor the entire thing." So for this, we're allowing those myself, Mile High, Gregory Smith, Francois, Police and Thieves. We're gonna choose the best 15 people. Now, normally it's not like that. Normally, the first 15 people to register and they pull up. Most cities go over 15 because it's hard for me to turn people away. So much talent. But for
Yeah,
this particular thing, Denver is doing something special that a lot of cities are following suit now. They were like, yo, we want to pay. We don't want creatives to have a hard time. Some people who may not be able to afford it, we want to be able to pay for it. So they sponsored the entire thing. So it's our job
right.
now to pick and select who we feel like would be the best.
That's what's up, man. That's fire. Shout out to Francois Maha Jewelers, everybody you just named.
Mm-hmm.
So just fast forward and you get through the process, you get the writers in the room, they put together some fire, you're like, yeah, I like that. Let's move forward. What's the steps after that? What happens after that?
Oh, we create and then we try to find places for the records. We pitch the records and try to find places to put the records. So on this particular thing, I have a few artists in mind that I want to work on songs for. And we get to songcrafting course, we'll announce who we're working on our songs for, giving them the theme for the first 3-4 hours. After that, we give them free range to just create because we want to limit anybody. We want to stunt their creativity. So then for the 5 hours, for the last 5 hours, we just creating. Everybody just be as creative as possible.
Cool. Dope. Yeah, man. So I'm going to keep you too long, but just one more time, I just want to get it out there to the people. So just go ahead and let them know the dates. I know you'll be out here in Denver.
Yes,
On
I get to
28th.
Denver on the 27th, but the songcrafting course is on the 28th. Shout out to Mile High Jewelers. Shout out to Police and Thieves. Shout out to Francois. All the sponsors that are involved. It's one more sponsor that I'm forgetting. Oh man, I'm kicking myself because I'm forgetting the third sponsor, but it's
It's
three
all good.
sponsors.
We'll
Yeah,
plug it in. It's all good.
yeah. But I'm super excited about all the work everybody's doing, and we want to come out there and just kind of make an impact, and make sure that we shine a light on the creativity in the Denver area.
Dope, man. We appreciate it. We appreciate the energy. I'm gonna try to be around, see what's going on, man. But I love it. I appreciate your time, man. Rico Love.
No doubt, graffiti.
Our guy. Salute.
Love, bro, love.